Hey Pisces, I'm going to start with you guys first because you always are left at the end and you've always got to wait that couple of days. But Saturn is moving direct in your sign, so I'm doing my very best now to give you a little bit of a push forward. And I would like to say to you guys that it is growing up time for you. I think, we've got Saturn in the first house for you, so it's about being brave. And it's often said that Pisces certainly are the most ethereal and spiritual beings, but at the end of the day, there can be a little bit of over-cautiousness sometimes. We don't want to upset the apple cart because we are spiritual beings, but let's have a little look, see what's cooking, and go from there. Okay. I'm using the Morgan Greers this evening. It is the evening of the eclipse, guys, so what is it we're all needing to release and work through? Yeah, you're going to be a lot stronger for it. So let's have a look, Pisces. Thank you. Wow, passion, guys. Legal. Relationship energy. Taking the high ground, and ultimately we do come home the conquering hero. Now this is very, very interesting. It is an interesting energy, this, because as I'm looking at it, I'm thinking whatever this connection is, it has been emotional. I can hear Vinny saying it's been emotional. It has been quite emotional. I do think that you're sort of seeing life as it really is now, guys, with Saturn moving direct. You're seeing others for what they are as well, dare I say that, but you are going to grow stronger from that. So again, we have got Aries, of course, first house energy, Saturn in that first house for you. Mars, don't forget, is in Scorpio, up tight with Mercury as well. So yeah, a little bit more self-empowerment coming in for you, I feel, as well. So whatever it is we have to deal with, there could well be, again, this is a Libra energy, but it could talk to me about a legal situation or something that we're having to sort of confront. It is difficult because we've got this emotional energy on the table, but this is definitely talking to me about you sort of fending off the marauding hordes, if you get my drift there. Wow, very, very interesting. You are bringing me the Temperance energy. This is, of course, Sagittarius. We have got Jupiter as well, who's going to be moving direct for you next month. However, again, patience. We can look at this. This is what this is about. Needing to take, look at this from a higher point of view. A little bit more of a grown-up energy, if you like, but it may well be that you've been losing patience within a situation, but Spirit are asking you to sort of try and keep this together, guys. So again, if you've been struggling, if you've been trying to get to the end of something, don't forget Saturn moving Pisces for you in that first house, moving direct. It is going to sort of allow you to sort of unstuck, out of that sort of delusionary energy. So we have been a little bit delusionary about situations here. Well, it is going to come together. This legal, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, right, okay, do we have to or don't we have to? Well, interestingly enough, you do bring the 5 is swords. It is about money as well here, if you're looking at a monetary issue, particularly under the legal. But again, there's this element of feeling quite disappointed and disillusioned. Well, that's certainly an area where we can talk about Pisces, particularly so given the fact that Saturn has been retrograde in your sign, but now we're seeing it for what it is, and we're seeing people for what they are. Wow, fantastic. Yes. Wheel of Fortune, we are moving forward. I talked about this, Saturn being that taskmaster, being that karmic energy, being in Pisces, the Lord of Karma. Saturn, the Lord of Karma. So, yeah, you getting what your just dessert here, and others getting their just dessert as far as you're concerned. So I have got you stepping it up here, and I do think that Saturn in that first house at this particular time um, is definitely pushing you forward. So I'm feeling this is good. Wow, hello. Um, Again, I've got this sensation of, you know, I want justice. You know, I want justice. This, whatever this connection is, whether it's a romantic one or whether it's friendship energies, because it's Libra, but either way, this is definitely talking to me about pushing things forward, making things move in a much more positive way. I'm loving it. The devil is coming. Of course, this is Saturn. It's Capricorn. It is coming reverse, so again limitation where there have been limitations. I feel as if again we're able to move forward. So if this is a very deep personal relationship, it could well be that we are looking at birth, pregnancies, so on and so forth here for some of you. We want, you know, is it the right time? Can we sort it out? Contractual connections around it. Again, this I love this. This is very much about sort of strong relationship. And again, if you see, this is great. The more I look at this, the more I'm seeing. So this 7, again, it is successful. Whatever it is you guys are looking at the moment, it is successful. The celebrations, moving away from restriction. Fantastic, guys. You do bring the wish of your heart here. Wow. And that's interesting, isn't it? This Knight of Cup. You know, knights for me are always about movement. Okay. You guys are big softies, I want to say that. And this particular knight, obviously, it's an emotional energy. It is cup, it's water. But it is coming in a reverse situation. So, yeah, not being so soft, right? You know, and I say this with love, you know, but seeing things and people as they really are. And I think you're a lot stronger for it if that's the situation you're dealing with. If we're looking for pregnancies, if we're looking to, you know, grow, if we're looking at new life, we could be looking at, you know, that energy coming forward for you. And I'm feeling there is success here. Again, patience. If your patience has been running a wee bit low, I'm happy to tell you that this Saturn planet in your sign is going to help you along. Though, what can I say? This is your energy, isn't it, guys? The priestess energy. Alright, and I'm going to go with this as far as your spiritual stuff's concerned. And in the overview, I did talk to you about, you know, connecting with spirit a little bit more, you know, and again, accepting and surrendering things that we can't change, working with what we can, and even though there can often be a degree of disappointment, and it is difficult, I'm feeling comfortable with this. Again, walking away, having walked away from any sort of heavy mental strain. I think you're freeing yourself up. If anybody can do that, it is Pisces. But again, it's how we do that. Don't forget, Pisces, quite an addictive energy. I've spoken about this in the overview. So, you know, how can I put this? Let me put it like this. You guys can be so giving and loving and caring and spiritual, but we have to remember that's the journey we're on. We are human beings, and divorcing from the animal is difficult. You know, divorcing that from that emotion is difficult. But I do feel that you can, said with love, Pisces, be your own worst enemy, right? In a lot of ways. So I think that this is definitely growing up time. I think you've seen things for what they are. We've either acknowledged that, you know, where we want it to go within relationship, for instance, friendships, people that we truly care about, people that may have been around us for quite some time. We're now recognising that it's not quite what it appeared to be. Fantastic. I have got you moving forward in the mind as well. So again, it might have not been the most enjoyable time, but I'm feeling very, very comfortable with it. So let's have a look. Oh, I cannot believe it, guys. Fantastic, Aquarius. This is great. I often see Aries in this as well, but it is the Uranian energy. It does talk about the future, and even though Pisces love you dearly, we can often be fearful about the future, and I do think that you guys have jumped through a few hoops, and and don't forget that Pisces energy, Pisces on a, the 12th house can talk about institutions, okay, and it, I often talk about institutions on a prior life level as that the monastery or the convent or that, how can I put it, the school, as well as spirituality. And I think that you are such giving people, and I've said this many, many times to you, Pisces. Eventually we have a life lesson which shows us that giving unconditionally to those who are less, in other words, where you are more in service to others and it's not balanced, okay. And I think with Venus moving into Libra, we're seeing that as well. So don't be in service to people that are not deserving of it anymore. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking this could be new life, or it could be a lover. It could be, again, this balance being brought forward. Again, I'm just stretching things here a little bit when I talk about legal. Some of you may be dealing with that. You may be been waiting a long time, right, to get things sorted out, particularly so with Saturn retrograde. It's been slow, but now we're moving forward, so there's better agreements to be had. I do feel that you are going to stave off any issues, any major problem. You may well have lost patience, but again, I want to say that time's up. I've got you moving forward. It can link with money, but it's slow. But I do feel that this 5, even though you do feel a bit stuck, look what comes out of that. All right. So again, this could be contractual connection around pregnancies. Forgive me, I'm just going to throw this in there as well. Have we not been able to do that? Have we been patient? Do we need to look at other areas, particularly with this, right? As to how we can go forward. But this is really good. I don't want to dwell too much on that. But just general relationship stuff, I think this is you growing up, right? Saturn in that first, gaining strength from Mars and its Scorpio energy at the moment, pushing forward. Don't forget, we've still got Pluto in Capricorn in the sky as well. So yeah, establishing that boundary. Capricorn, of course, Saturn ruled. Pluto, of course, rules Scorpio. So yeah, those around you, where we're going, it is in that 11th, is your Pluto in your chart. So yeah, those around you, the tribe, the people that we've classed as friendships, or the people that we've relied upon maybe too much, or maybe those that have taken us for granted. Don't want to go on too much here, guys, but that's the way I'm feeling with this energy. So time to release it. Let's get it out of the way. Let's release it and move on. Okay, I've got a super duper new pack of the Druid pack. I'm going to use that tonight for to consolidate this. Love the imagery on these cards, but they are huge. And normally I would work with 12 of these if I were working with these on a straight reading. But let's have a look. Well, I'm feeling I want to. Thank you. I want to pull this one out, guys. Fantastic. Fantastic. Manifestation. It's Mercury. Got Mercury in the sky. Super duper. Again, in Scorpio energies, guys. It's great. It's absolutely great. So manifestation. Magic stuff. Alright. It's all coming together. So here we have it. It was upright, guys. Fantastic. message is, right? Message is that ultimately you're going to help you move forward here. Don't forget, we have got you overcoming any issue. I do feel very, very strongly with this energy of the Princess of Wands. She is a messenger, but she is telling you, she's coming forward through spirit, and she's saying there is a new beginning for you. So it may well have not been the easiest gig, but I do feel comfortable that you're all right. So yeah, time to grow up a little bit, Pisces, said with love. But I do think you're going to be much stronger for it, seeing life as it really is, acceptance, surrender, and you've got a result. Okay, take it easy, Pisces. I send in love, and I will see you next month. Bye now. Don't forget, please click like, please click share if you would, and please encourage anybody else to subscribe to the channel if they are interested. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.